nothing.
Yeah, for now, kind of taking their time is DRX, a team that generally is slightly better on their attacker side on this map than their defender side. So certainly, as SCARZ, you're trying to limit the damage as much as possible. Kind of seeing that same toxic screen here from Alan early that we're seeing a lot with Bang from 100 Thieves. Able to kind of utilize it at times pretty effectively to kind of at least trade out kills for himself in that previous match. But for now, DRX very, very, very cautious about this, wondering if there's going to be any lurks, any pushes. We've seen this a lot today already, Achilleos, that teams are willing to get aggressive on the flanks, get aggressive on the angles, find those picks, find those moments. Like Euron on Zeta was doing a really good job earlier, I thought, of getting into the back lines of his opponents. So kind of DRX making sure that all their I's are dotted and their T's are crossed.
A slow creep up now, a little bit of a lurk there from Foxy9 outside of Garage. And then way forward here, just trying to use this toxic screen against them. A couple shots across the decay. Hoping to whittle them down just a little bit. There's a pop flash into the back. Sight and Lumo holding his ground, managing to find 3. Buzz only comes away with 1. Pushing out from Mako, also going to be fallen, and Foxy9 will get taken down. Lumo kicks things off. You said the IGL, at least for today for the squad, leads the charge with a 4K right in the pistol round.
He has a really good read on what DRX wanted to do late stage into that, and you hinted at this earlier, Achilleos, on the desk, that sometimes DRX can be readable. Their tendencies are pretty well known, and you can see that eventually you've got 3 over onto this site, quick rotations as well, of course, and they're able to use that toxic screen so effectively, like we saw earlier today with these Vipers. Really, really comfortable on this map. A lot of double controllers coming through. We've seen some Harbors. Now we're seeing the Omen Vipers, with the mirror match on both sides of the equation. But there, DRX just not quite able to read that little cubby placement behind Platt. They're able to sneak in there, and Lumo full effect. And Mr. Tenzo trying to see if he can catch Flashback. Flashback able to maybe sneak into that corner. I don't know if...
He wasn't spotted.
I don't think he was.
But if he sends out the Trailblazer, certainly would be. Very low investment across the board here from everybody. And yeah, Trailblazer almost misses him, but he turns back. And Yoshi in the meantime pushing out over day long. Catches stacks, finds the headshot spray. Even at that mid-range, Allen going to be able to steady it to find Foxy9. Mako going to be taken down off screen. Suddenly it's just 2 players left. That Sheriff was purchased here. Buzz, maybe an opportunity to do a bit of damage, try to bring this back into parity a bit as far as the economy is concerned, but needs to find some kills.
And they're just trying to find any semblance of damage here for DRX. A little bit done, but not enough to find any value, really. And some good discipline. It's been excellent. Lumo going to try to play off that turret contact, but Buzz not taking the bait just yet.
It's just staying quiet. Kills he did find. Invest that Vandal, and it will be able to be recovered here. As they can go ahead and upgrade one of these Spectres. You see the toss back there onto the Bulldog, so it can be snatched up by a teammate. So 2-0 beginning here for SCARZ. As we go into the bonus, will they get the conversion, or can DRX find themselves a round win? Because so far, it's been pretty not close. Only 2 kills spread out between Flashback and Buzz.
Yeah, it's been really good discipline. It's really been what what I've seen from SCARZ. I've really liked their just kind of, don't bend, don't give them much space. Just make sure you're not overextending any positions just yet. Kind of, what I hope to see is that they're able to maybe, as this half rolls on, a lot of utility expended there at the bottom of short A, but try to, kind of use that against DRX as they go. Try to then find their lurks. Try to then find some flanks into DRX's backlines when they're least expecting it. In this round, maybe a good opportunity for that with these lower buys. Kind of wait this out, because DRX is being extremely patient. We haven't seen much explosiveness from them yet. DRX is the team that will change it up on you from time to time.
Well, I mean, that's one of the things that we were kind of seeing from them, though, going into the likes of Masters Tokyo, as well as especially in Champions, was them actually playing a bit more loose, a bit more aggressive. This is looking a lot more like classic DRX, but so far the shots haven't really connected. But now, a little bit of damage earlier there onto Tempura. Allen getting tucked away, swing onto the corner, Flashback manages to win out the duel. Some damage is going to be dealt with Foxy9 now taking down Tempura. Finds him, the C site broken open. Stax is able to hold down the Garage.
And I do like what I'm seeing here from SCARZ on this round, though. Again, they're trying to get a little bit spicier. They're putting Allen into the cubby. They're sending this lurk from Yoshi, but it's accounted for by Mako. He is very, very aware of this right now, and Yoshi going to wait out this utility. Hawk's not going to confirm anything. So now they're going to regroup and try to go through Link.
Any damage dealt by SCARZ would be good, but Stax is just gonna go ahead and pop him down through the smoke. Just had a feeling about it would seem, and comes away with 3 on the round. DRX go ahead and get themselves established with a nice little round victory, but Yoshi now looking to pick up that operator.
Yeah, a bit of a slow start there, and DRX finally finding their feet underneath of them. The aim getting a little bit crisper, a little bit cleaner here for them. Some damage done there from Allen, but again, I like the ideas from SCARZ. Start out the first couple rounds really slow. Just kind of plant your feet, hold your sights, quick rotates off of contact later in the round once you kind of know, where DRX kind of has to make a move. And here, they're getting a little bit more aggressive a little bit earlier with that weaker buy, and that's totally what I want to see. That's totally what I think you need to be doing to keep DRX off balance, to keep them in check, because that is something that could give DRX fits. We've seen this against the likes of, FNS as a shot caller and others, where if they can kind of just really throw DRX off balance, really get inside of their heads, that sometimes it does kind of have DRX crumbling behind it.
Smoke the cutoff lobby. Stax will show himself. See the drift back, Lumo hovering over around B. A-Link position at the moment, whereas Tenzo getting himself very far forward, down in towards sewer. Just around the corner, looks for the swing, but he's not ready for Stax to be on the right side flank. Takes him down, Allen trying to get the second kill, only comes away with Stax. Flashback now, hoping to escort them forward. Sends out a snake bite, wants to try to cut off that access. Lumo, though, drifting up into heaven. With that smoke there, can't really afford to try to push forward. Foxy9, in the meantime, going to be on that lurk, and you can see that Tempura is fairly aware of this. That alarm bot kind of keeping Foxy9 locked in place for now.
Yeah, Foxy, good awareness here, not to push off of that, but again, good trading, good protocols for DRX, kind of something they're very well known for. Gave them the early advantage. Is there going to be any semblance of a retake here, or is it just going to be a save? A little bit of damage on the exit for Lumo, but yeah, looks like SCARZ has opted to keep these guns, keep that op into the next round.
He's made his way through. He was able to circumnavigate that alarm bot. Now he's on the hunt. Ping does come down. They're wary about this, so very good awareness from the side of SCARZ, but not much else that they can do. Spike about to erupt. Goes off, swing on the corner. Foxy9 will go down. So far from flawless, but now tied up 2-2. DRX string a couple together.
Yeah, still though, I mean, the firepower on DRX is going to be one of the bigger advantages that they have. Of course, they're a tier 1 team. They're one of the most storied teams in Valorant history. Certainly the most storied in the Pacific region. But maybe other than Paper Rex now, but previously, with their undefeated win streak and their runs at the bigger events, and then eventually Paper Rex came through. But the firepower on DRX, of course, is nothing to shake a fist at. Buzz and Mako in particular, absolutely nasty. Stax when he's on, a headshot machine. Yoshi gonna get aggressive with this op.
The push out of garage, tucked to the corner. Oh, Buzz! What angle is he playing? Just behind the box, sprays him down.
Wow!
Up now, stranded on the floor. Flashback finds a second. Lumo still trying to get the catch here, trying to find something to bring this back as much as possible. Foxy stops jiggling on the corner. Oh, now, okay, I cursed him. Swings back out, gets headshot, so Lumo at least able to pick up one. 4v3, Spike still here in window, and quick shot, Stax finding the elimination. Lumo lurking forward, takes quite a bit of damage, Buzz swings back around, op recovered, but not for long. Allen will fall, Buzz gets himself 3, as does DRX.
Yeah, it's a really good read here from DRX off the rip, kind of expecting this push out of double doors, able to take that op down. Now, Lumo does a nice job here trying to allow SCARZ an opportunity to recover that round, to reset. They're able to pick that op back up, but DRX just great discipline here, kind of work their way through the SCARZ lineup. Lumo doing a little bit of damage, but overall, gotta like what you're seeing, and potentially might have a time stoppage of some variety.
It looks like time is indeed stopped at the moment. Let's see if it's going to be a tech timeout or a tactical. As we just wait for a bit more information, but for now it seems like it might be a bit of a tech issue here, and yeah, okay, we've got the people here on stage trying to check and see what's going on.
Tactical timeout. I think they. Oh. I can see Fades talking, so I like, very, very enthusiastically. Sometimes, notoriously Fades is kind of a little bit even-keeled when he's in the coaching booth, but
he and Termi are usually quite stoic coaches.
Usually.
Both of them very rarely showing emotion. We have the famous shot of Fades at the Ascension tournament where they were just getting absolutely bodied on bind, and cuts to his camera and he's not saying anything,
He's
no
just staring.
animation whatsoever, just staring. But okay, yes, it is a tactical timeout. Glad that we were able to fly the little graphic there to make me know that I was an incorrect buffoon.
Well, you know.
Par for the course.
You didn't have to say it out loud. You said the quiet part out loud.
You know, people like self-deprecating humor, I think.
I do. You know I appreciate self-deprecating humor.
Exactly. Either way, we'll be able to get back into this one here momentarily and see if this timeout is going to be enough for SCARZ to try to turn this one around. They're not letting DRX get too far away from them. It's only 2-3 at the moment for their score line, but they don't want that to snowball.
Right, exactly. You know, you've shown some good things. You've shown some different looks. Now you got read a little bit here by DRX. So I do appreciate that tactical timeout from FaZe. He noticed that DRX was starting to download their patterns, and already we're seeing a bit of a change of pace here. Starting to push long A. They're using Yoshi to take some space here, along with Lumo now, TPing down into the bottom of the sewers. And Allen, tough job here. He's got a little bit of help from the turret, but he's playing a tough angle. Looking for that shot, not going to find it. Going to have to back up, set up the toxic screen. And even going to get a little bit of damage for his efforts, but he is swinging way over to the other side of the site. Just wants to avoid that spam if possible.
Gets away from it, doesn't take too much. Only 8 armor remaining, could be a bit of a factor later on. Blazer will be able to find one. Stacks again, going to get is pushed forward. Doesn't see too much, though. Gets cleared out, and he's just going to be looking to hold this A lobby angle and see. As the Seekers do go out. Quick clear. Now the dash forward. Themselves in onto the B site. Buzz up and over now into the back.
That utility there from Stacks buys them a little bit extra time and space. Keeps Lumo and Yoshi stuck on the A site.
Quick TP out. The full disconnect. No one going to be playing in the site itself. Buzz going to be playing forward, just outside, tucked away into the cubby. Tempora rushes forward, checks back. Now they're very confident that there's going to be no one within it, but now the bites start flying. Already held to half, though. Forces them off. Spam hasn't even really begun yet. Things are about to get crazy. Turn on the flash. Buzz can't quite make it happen. Yoshi pushing forward, managing to find 3. Gets himself a 4th. On for the ace. Looks for it, but now Foxy9 starts swinging it back into his favor. Takes it into a 1v1. They know it was held to half. He can't find the diffuser, though. And with the hold, Lumo will be able to get the round win.
Oh, just beautiful timing on this retake flood out of the front of the site. Kind of SCARZ understanding the way that DRX likes to play those B post plants. They want to get deep. They want to use their utility to buy time. And they know that their best option is to kind of flip that script, to flip that on its head, to just push out. Don't give DRX any opportunities. It's a great flash to shut Buzz down, and then Yoshi pops the heck off with some great shots there, really showcasing his abilities and why they are confident to switch over to him as their duelist in that moment. And he's got the Blade Storm now and trying to get down a little bit deep, but going to get backed off by a flash.
Knives out at the ready. See if he can put them to good use. So once again, let's take a little bit of space and then grind things to a halt for DRX.
Yeah, DRX taking their time. And there's the turret over onto the B side. Alarm bot going to be in the garage. Lumo once again going to be trying to play off that Killjoy utility. Smokes are going to come down. A nano swarm there to clear that turret. That's really, really nice. But knowing that it was there, they don't like that turret placement. That means that they're expecting pretty aggressive contact potentially off that positioning.
Stacks. Oh, the instant headshot.
Spike down A.
Fantastic reaction time from Yoshi. And that was Spike spotted as well. They know that it's hovering on this side of the map. Push forward. Just on the hunt. Here's some of these footsteps, and once again, it's going to be attack here onto the B side. If they do get the setup flashback, might be able to invest the pit here. Buzz comes away with a quick entry kill, taking down Allen.
30 seconds left.
Do they commit that to the fight? Looks like the answer's going to be no, but the swing around the back. Stan's able to find one. For a little bit more, Yoshi, a couple more knives left, needs to try to get the reset here, but does have the rifle. There's a bit of a backup, dash to the side, Mako finds Tempora, hits him through the wall, knows where one's set, hit quite steady to find Foxy9 though. He takes him down, and DRX go blow for blow, they swing right back in. Manage to find themselves in an advantageous position once more.
Yeah, we've seen it so many times where Buzz loves to get vertical. He loves to get up on top of that box onto B and cause havoc. He's so skilled at resetting himself once he changes position like that. And Allen caught just a little bit off balance. Still, you know, Yoshi having a really solid round here, kind of making sure that there was no re-rotate available, but I think DRX the whole time kind of keen to go into that B site, see if they could have gotten that Viper's Pit down. Of course it didn't. Now you've got a couple other big ults available, that lockdown in hand as well for DRX. And this time, they're going to be eyeing the A site, maybe seeing if they could put that lockdown into sewer and really push that site, but immediately SCARZ here on a eco is going to flood back over onto the A site and just try to gamble onto this with just Allen on the other side lurking.
I mean, Mr. Tenzo doesn't want them to get into that position where they could use this lockdown. Okay, just making eye contact awkwardly there with flashback, and then eventually he falls down. It's a little bit of damage in, but now Buzz in around the back. Yoshi with a nice headshot takes him out, but then quickly be dealt with by flashback. Malco gets his opposing Omen and Lumo. And now suddenly it's just Allen with a Guardian in hand and about half HP. Just barely see the tops of their heads, but can't get the clicks in. Ends up falling, and DRX now move up by 2.
Yeah, again, these aren't bad calls at all from SCARZ. It is a weak buy, so, you know, doing some damage there, not too bad, but, you know, not forcing any ults out of DRX or anything like that. It's not you know, ideal, but they read the situation fairly well. They're able to kind of predict how DRX was going to want to maneuver that round. Against ecos, a lot of times, you know, DRX might just try to push the pace a little bit, try to see if they can catch you off guard a little bit. But SCARZ not really falling for it. And here we go. Maybe going to line up for another B hit. Nano to clear down here. Flash as well to make sure that DRX has the space to really break out, and they're going to use the TP from Mako. We've seen this from time to time where he gets into the backup here onto Heaven and causes absolute havoc.
He's going to be giving that up pretty quickly here, joining them down now on the ground. Spike just now starting to be planted here by Stax. Out into the open. It's the pit, just barely engulfs it. A very nice setup here for the side of DRX, and one that could be difficult to break because it's not going to flush them all the way out. That Viper's Pit will be maintained. Pushing it out the back, 3 now. Into the lobby, the rush forward, the bite, the pit itself, the decay, working them lower and lower, but Stack's now gonna be found. Yoshi down low, flashback, stuck, detained, needs the reinforcements, they need the spray, they meant to find one, the fuse is interrupted, but it doesn't matter! Mr. Tenzo comes up huge! 4 for him, 4 for SCARZ. Once again separated by a singular round. What a retake from the team.
Really kind of, I think, a few things left on the table here for DRX. I mean, not only is this Viper's Pit just nullified by the incredible sprays from Yoshi and Mr. Tenzo, but they still had a lockdown. They could have placed that to kind of counter the lockdown of SCARZ that they used to gain space to maybe buy themselves a little bit more time, make sure that they can't really push into that pit as comfortably. They had the backside really well covered with the Viper utility, but on the front side, there was no follow-up.
Well, it was not. I mean, you can see the logic there. Have flashback, go ahead, get detained. Tenzo just gonna be taken out. Buzz with a nice early kill. And catches him over it long. But have flashback, get detained. Stax hugs into the corner. That should be well and fine, but then Stax dies. So it does look silly, but they didn't want to double stack in this exact cubby to avoid the lockdown in case somebody pushed in or in case they have counter util to try to flush them out. Yoshi now, though, holding the line. Buzz dashing into the corner, but he's just far too low. It's taken out. Yoshi comes up with 4. What is that? Now on for the ace. The crowd goes wild. He will not find it. Luma will finish it, but good God. Blink and you miss it. What a 4K from this monstrous lad. We are now tied up 5-5.
Jemkin who? This Yoshi guy, he is something else. What a play here on the jet. Able to just completely shut this down. Deals with Buzz first, dashes over, Stacks his crosshairs are broken. Foxy9 isn't ready for it. And Yoshi getting it done here for SCARZ, and we're all evened up, and now they've got some huge ults to play with. They've got the Seekers, they've got the pit. Lumo's got his ult. Let's see how they are going to pilot this. Only 2 more rounds left in the half.
And something tells me after today, it's not going to just be a today thing for Yoshi playing Duelist. I think that this is going to be something that we consistently see from this squad. Because good Lord, what a performance from him. I bet you if he was playing Reyna in that bind map, he would have gotten at least 3 kills.
At least.
Sorry, Jim. Good luck on RQ.
Yeah, good luck. We'll see you next year.
Well, now Yoshi still feeling like he wants to get aggro. Plays all the way up.
Attacker spawn.
Stack's dead. That drops the spike again. They get to note that for free. Seekers let loose. One on the hunt. Just identifying Foxy 9's position. Now what did DRX do?
And those Seekers there give SCARZ some time to reset. The flash is going to give them some information that at least they're thinking of going towards B. Immediately, the smoke is going to follow from Lumo. Buzz can't do anything.
I mean, had the dash at the ready, but just not enough time to react. His flashback. Very nice back-to-back headshots coming in. Takes out Allen, brings us back into a 3v3. So fighting chance for DRX. As the spike gets planted, Mako TPing into backside.
Good crossfire set up on site. But, I mean, we've seen SCARZ. They're able to break these.
Very late rotation coming through here as Lewis starts pushing his way forward. Okay, thought he had the kill, but still was able to stabilize. Gets it in the end. Flashback not ready for Yoshi, pushing up, and this time Yoshi can't get away with it. Spray has to try to take him out. They hold the half. They actually pull off the defuse, but they get on top of Foxy 9 right as the paranoia expires, not giving him that extra opportunity. And suddenly SCARZ are going to find themselves in the lead. As they're saying they want the cheers. They don't care about defusing the damn spike. They want the roar of the crowd. They'll have both, though.
You either cheer or we don't defuse.
Yeah.
That's how it works. Just absolutely beautiful stuff from them. I mean, but again, little mistakes here cost DRX significantly, especially from a player like Mako. You do not see him too often getting caught with util in hand there. Not sure if there was a miscommunication, if he was expecting somehow that angle was covered, or if he had a little bit more time, but, and then, you know, trying to do what he can is Foxy 9, but just too much to handle here. And again, SCARZ, I said it from the start, but even on those 3 rounds in a row where they lost, I liked what they were doing. I liked the thought process, and you could see the results that once they're getting their feet underneath them, that doesn't feel too good. And I mean, it makes Mitch happy, but
he can get some heals from stacks, so we'll be able to get pushed back up to 100 eventually, but it's still armor lost. Pit now going to be invested, just trying to make the A site completely unassailable here for DRX. And once again, they're really just have their sights set on B.
And only a Bulldog for Buzz. He's got the Blade Storm, though, to back it up. Mako going to try to push a little bit of space, but you've got everything but the turret there for Tempura to watch the front of this site. So contact is going to result in difficult situation. Buzz might try to go up and over. Yep.
Okay, Seekers go first. They set them up over towards that A side to maybe try to draw some eyes, but can't really adjust that one. Buzz jumps over the top of the Odin. Gets taken down. Maybe he versus Yoshi. And a knife fight will come up. We'll have to just wait and see, but for now, it is DRX once again just doing the full disconnect away from the site. Odin could be recovered. Says this is better than a Bulldog.
Just a bit.
And yeah, if you want to try to spray down a diffuser, that's a pretty damn good way to do it. Tap on it, the turret as well, identifying. The spray opens up, nothing going to be noted. Quick updraft, trying to find flashback, but he'd already been taking some damage. Ends up falling. Buzz finds another, but then Lumo takes him down. Still, however, 3 players. Is it a fuse? Starting up, he gets to the half, however. Do they realize that? 3-tap attempted. Stacks, though. Benching to find him, and Allen just has to try to stick it. He's got to pray, but there's no way in hell will they let him get away with it. They take him down. The spike will be the celebratory end to this half as we get ready to swap sides, tied up at 6-6.
And a phenomenal half for Yoshi and SCARZ here. Just absolutely brilliant stuff. Lumo, I got to give him a ton of credit. Not only is he playing well, but he's reading these situations very well. He's making good play calls. The only thing that kind of stinks for them is, you know, that Odin falls over into the hands of DRX and kind of, you know, bites them in the butt a little bit, as that's able to then be used to wallbang against them in a really favorable spot there for DRX, who loves to play post plants deep on the B. And Buzz there being really tricky, switching between the Blade Storm and the Odin, kind of keeping them off balance as well. So a good final round there for DRX, but frankly, is it going to be good enough with the way I'm seeing SCARZ play, with the way that traditionally DRX kind of performs on Haven? This could be very, very close as we roll along in the second half.
Always happy to see the karma come back around for somebody purchasing an Odin. If you buy it, you deserve to have it used against you.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
What do you call it? The dishonest?
Is a dishonest weapon.
Yeah, dishonest weapon.
If you are a dishonest player, if you buy the Odin, if you buy the Judge, these are just guns that shouldn't be in the game and you shouldn't use them.
Yeah, there you go.
It's like using an auto in CS. You know, some things you don't do.
I see. Fair enough. I mean,
Yes, this is all directed at Mitch.
yeah, yes, of course. That's the only person we're actually talking to.
Yeah.
He's the only one that matters. Well, I mean, I tell you
I
what,
can't
though.
fix him.
No, nobody can. He's beyond repair.
Yep. See how
He's not one of those, you know, in Japan they have that art form where they repair pottery with gold.
Ah, yes.
You know what I'm talking? You can't even fix him with that.
Yeah,
That's just,
duct tape will still fall apart. Well, let's see what happens, though, as we get ready to go back into the game here in this second half. The ever important pistol, as we are neck and neck, 6-6 between these two squads. And SCARZ able to stop that momentum, stop that snowball buildup that we know DRX can have. Well, they are back over onto a defending side. Famously, their coordination often looks the best, so we'll see what kind of reads Lumo is going to have now that they shift over to the attacking side.
yeah, and you can see that SCARZ kind of flirting with trying to show pressure and then pumping the brakes a little bit here. You know, a lot of times, again, you're using that util to clear space to allow you to kind of put some extra pressure on the player that's in A long. But this go around, they're taking their time. Trailblazer out here is going to confirm the presence of just Allen, as they're going to keep Yoshi hidden in the pocket. But everybody else just kind of fanned out on the map, and nobody, again, SCARZ on these pistol rounds being really, really diligent, really methodical, trying to see if they can catch a player just a bit out of sorts. For now, Stacks are going to reconfirm, and with that Trailblazer, you got to start thinking they're going to be going A, and immediately you can see Flashback on his way over to help out.
The poison orb there set up as well. Trying to slow anybody pushing their way out of sewer. Meanwhile, Yoshi just going to get tucked away over by that A-long orb.
And now DRX is going to kind of just give up B, play for C. And now with this contact, you really got to anticipate that it's going to be one of those two. Mako going to try to buy some time on the back of sight.
Paranoia out first, did spot Lumo. Tags him up a little bit more. They're working their way forward here into the side. Foxy 9 up on top. Let's wait and see if he can spot anything. Swing over the corner. Allen with the frenzy, able to find somebody. Gets another dink, but only 4 bullets and can't finish the job. Tempora takes out Foxy 9, but now they need to try to stick this plant, which is happening back over here on the B site where Yoshi is also situated.
It's just great maneuvering of the map here from SCARZ. At least able to get this plant down, find something, and they could even win this with how good Yoshi's been. Yeah.
Low on HP. 1 bullet from either of these ghosts will take him down. Mako spotting though with the ghost recovery. Finds one, but Mr. Tenzo! Oh my God, delivers the goods yet again! Basically gets the collat, follows up for the 3rd shot, and SCARZ take the second half pistol.
Unbelievable stuff. This guy has come up with some huge multi-kills. Once again, some dinks make things a little bit easier. What in the world? That fadeaway there from Mr. Tenzo. Absolutely disgusting, and they are fired up.
You love to see it. And these players very much right at home here on this stage in front of this crowd. They are feeling good, and they are performing even better than they feel.
And that's both pistols going the way of SCARZ now.
A classic DRX.
Yeah, this is typical. I'm not. If you're a DRX fan, you shouldn't be overly concerned because you probably have been in this situation many a time. But all Bulldogs as well here for SCARZ. Another kind of DRX special. They used to love to occasionally throw all of those Bulldogs at you if the funds could afford it, and just a ghost purchase for Mako as he's going to get tagged up a bit.
No sheriff this time around. It's keeping the money a bit more towards that 2K benchmark. Well, we only find one. It's going to be Allen taken down. Weapon recovered as he dashes across. Gets it, gets the spot. I think to the wall, gets Tempora. It's a little bit of no damage actually not going to be found on the Yoshi. The shots go wide as he does find Buzz. That weapon, if Stacks pushes forward, can be recovered. For now, Foxy 9, though, trying to hold the line. 2 right clicks, takes him down. Mako spraying through the wall, gets the kill. And suddenly, it's just Lumo left. No 1v4. Granted, yes, the weaponry is still going to be quite weak, but this would be one hell of a clutch. Cover going out. Sets up the smoke. Fakes the TP. See if he can get any information off of that one, but he cannot. Foxy 9 holds the line over at C. They win the thrifty round. They bring it back to a 7-7 score.
Well, this is all in the back of Buzz's hot start here. Able to outduel Allen. A little bit of help. Picks up that Bulldog, immediately puts it to good use. Even spots Yoshi over the top of that smoke. Goes for the kill, but Yoshi able to get the better of him. But then the crossfire here, too much to handle for SCARZ as they're just herded towards the C site. And again, you know, not often that you see DRX get that aggressive that early in a round.
Yeah.
So catches SCARZ just a little bit off guard, and then you can see that their protocols kind of start to fall apart a little bit. And they get stuck just trying to hold angles, trying to hold off this ferocious attack onto their backlines.
There is something in the food, in the water here in Tokyo that is just making these players pull off just thrifties. And we saw it throughout both of the previous maps as well.
It's the Chonko.
Could be the Chonko. We won't give context on what Chonko is.
Yeah, we're just not gonna tell
it.
anybody what that is. We're gonna make you look it up yourself. You've got the internet if you're watching this. Go figure it out.
Yep. Well, Paranoia sent out, but Buzz in front of it spots the feet, and Tempura just walks right into the trap that's been laid. And Stacks finding Allen now. Tenzo thinking that he's about to get a free kill, but Mako turns back, catches him. And this is going to be a wash here. It seems like SCARZ not going to be able to pull off a miraculous thrifty like we just saw from the side of DRX. It's going to be a flawless follow-up on the back of that one, as once again, DRX will get themselves in a lead, but that has not lasted long so far in this map.
No, it's been extremely back and forth. And, you know, again, SCARZ mental today seems really, really good. Fades has done a great job getting these guys prepared for this match here today. And they were fired up. Again, it means so much to these players, not only to qualify for this event, but also to play in this stadium, to play in front of the home crowd fans. There's so many things that have these SCARZ players so excited to play for today, to have them so motivated to play well today. And it's just been really, really enjoyable to watch them play. They have been really, really good on this map. You know, getting a deep lurk there, yeah, it doesn't pay off in that last round, but still, you're throwing weird looks at DRX that are going to make them think, that are going to get inside of Stacks' head and just kind of, keep them off balance. And that's what we've seen them do so well throughout this map.
Yeah.
Much more standard approach here from DRX. Coming into this round, they know that the buy is going to be there. They don't want to do anything too feisty. They're just going to be hanging back in their default positions for the time being. Alarmbot Nanoswarm set up there on B for Mako to play off of. It just lingers at back sight. Nanoswarm will take out the turret. The bite stops the peak for a brief little moment there from Foxy9, but now see the sights, the spike starting to drift over here towards A. Jump. I don't even think he saw Yoshi, but he sends out some shots, so the message is found all the same as Buzz dashing away. You have to respect this guy, given the way that he's been performing. Doesn't want to take his chances. Up over the top, clearing out that sewer side, swing onto the corner. Buzz finding one, sends out a cloud burst, gets a little bit of damage there on Aluma, but he manages to hold his ground. Damage across both players here, so very low. Mako able to find him as he tries to get a cheeky TP up into heaven and shuts it down. And now Allen with 35 HP in just 10 seconds, likely needs to just hold on to the weapon. Here's the footsteps. We'll be able to get one, but there's just no way in hell. Not enough time to try to go on the hunt and take out Mako, so the round goes the way of DRX. Once again, up by 2.
And this is really good kind of reading of the situation by DRX. A lot of time of being bought. Tempura's over on the other side of the map, or excuse me, Allen's over on the other side of the map, and Tempura, trying to buy time over into the garage, trying to sell a bit of a fake with some of that Viper utility, using those snake bites and those kind of things to try to keep DRX from being able to make a quick rotate over to A, where the majority of the forces were for SCARZ. And a good paranoia from Lumo to keep Stacks stuck in that corner, but Buzz doing a great job, able to skirt around the side of all of it, find those really valuable kills to kind of keep DRX in that hold onto the site. And then, of course, Mako, the just brilliant senses, as always, to come in and clean that up.
Oh, flash goes out, forward check, make sure no one's going to be playing on into the cubby. Dash forward, and Yoshi's just completely surrounded. Buzz finds one, Foxy9 opens up. Tenzo going to be taken down. Smoke comes in to try to drift away, get themselves out of this rough position. It seems like they will be able to do so, but flashback. The quiet carry of DRX so far here in this map comes away with another kill. Suddenly it's just Lumo and Allen left standing. The Vandal's still in play. Some damage can be dealt, but 2v5. The odds very much stacked against SCARZ to try to come away with a round win here. It seems like DRX might be getting the double digits.
And Lumo without his ult even, so maybe he can find one.
A little bit of a delayed reaction there. Mako just pushing forward, manages to catch him. Now Allen just run away, grab the orb, get at least a little bit closer to having that next pit available. But now he needs to try to stay alive, but he's pushing forward, and there's 3 players nearby. Paranoia does not catch, but it doesn't matter. Flashback comes away with the second kill of the round. Flawless fashion here for DRX as they move up now 10-7.
Yeah, it's just a solid hold here from DRX, of course. An eco buy for SCARZ, not able to replicate what we saw as Zeta earlier today with those Sheriff rounds. Really doing some serious damage, and now, once again, maybe time for a bit of a timeout. I think it's a tech timeout this time. So, for reals, no buffoonery this time.
No? Well, that's good. Spare me some blushes.
Yeah, doing my best.
Well, we'll look to get back into this game, obviously, as quickly as we possibly can. Hopefully it won't be too long. Nothing too severe to take care of. Once we have that squared off, we'll go back in and see whether or not SCARZ is going to be able to pick up this next win. I just talked about the quiet carry, Flashback. I had my concerns as to whether or not he was going to be warmed up coming into this map. He very clearly is.
Yes.
Because he's the only one that's actually going toe-to-toe and besting Yoshi right now as far as his KD is concerned.
Yeah, he's really having a solid performance, as we saw in the middle stages in particular of that 10 tournament a couple weeks ago. He really started to heat up, really started to figure out his aim and stuff. And in talking to DRX about this player, you know, they said the best thing about him right now is that he's naturally talented mechanically. That's one of the things that they noticed in him. That's why they were wanting to grab him as a young player to try to bring him into the org, trying to get him to really see what he's made of. And certainly, you know, typically, if it was old DRX, it'd be Zest playing the Viper in this particular situation. Yeah. And I would say, yeah, Zest's utility might be slightly better than Flashback, but Flashback's firepower clearly just as good, if not better, than Zest's, at least what we've seen so far this year.
Well, so far has been quite clean from him. Well, Mako, Foxy, and Stax bringing up the rear here. Not much separating those guys as far as the kills are concerned, but still time for that to change, as well as for SCARZ to get themselves back into this one. They haven't let DRX really get away. I think it's only been a 2-round separation up until this point. Let's see if they can bring it back down to 2. Just jumping around the corner, looking to see if anybody's coming out of B, but DRX not on a bye round.
Stax has
be doing that.
Gotten pretty far up the long A. I'm curious how aware of that Allen is. Not too sure. I don't think he has any idea unless he is really taking a big risk.
He's just going to be able to drift down into sewer now. I mean, it seems like Stax has to be aware that this could be a thing.
Right.
He's curious about it, but how deep will he go to actually investigate this one?
Well, and if they come back towards A here, so much pressure is going to be on Stax, but I don't think they have any clue that he's been tucked into this corner.
He's the only one on this side of the map. Yeah, Ping's coming down. They know that he's
they
there.
knew.
The flash completely catches him. A great read, great awareness here once again from SCARZ. Buzz, knowing there's one over by Seward, gets the kill. Allen going to be taken down, but now into the cloudburst. The Seekers are there, and he's going to get caught. Yoshi finds Mako at the same time, and suddenly, it's just Foxy 9 and Flashback remaining. Quick on the rotate, they're hovering nearby. Foxy 9 trying to push up, but doesn't adjust a little bit too far to the right. Mr. Tenzo will be able to clean up the kill. As the smoke dissipates, Lumo is ready for it. The kills come across, and yeah, once again, it's a 2-round separation. SCARZ win off the back of the timeout.
Just phenomenal reads here from SCARZ. Whether Allen, you know, heard at some point Stacks coming up there or not, I don't know. But what I do know is that they figured it out one way or another, because that flash was meant for nobody but whoever was in that corner, and they absolutely punished DRX here. And because DRX kind of overcommits towards the other side of the map, towards the B and the C side, expecting with all this info that Stax has, Stax is like, look, if there's anybody on the other side heading towards sewers, it's one guy. It's probably just Allen using his toxic screener, setting it up for somebody else. No other pressure along A. You guys are good. Keep your feet planted. And SCARZ is like, wait, this is weird. We haven't had any contact anywhere over towards the A side of the map. Let's see what's going on over there. And really read that situation so nicely.
And because of that, have to go back to the double up. Buzz on op duty. Pulling this out for what feels like the first time in a very long time. Right now, it's going to be the hover outside of Garage. Foxy 9 going to get smoked off. Trailblazer being sent forward, but Spam does manage to clear it out, so not too much information going to be gained here. Drops down, takes a little bit of damage there. Crawls through the door, but Wiley is going to be okay. Stack sending the flash. Doesn't know necessarily how far forward Allen is, but as that bite comes down, gives him a much better idea. Oh dear. Oh, spots him. Reacts way too quickly. Buzz does not allow for him to push forward so he can actually line up the shot. Foxy 9 though, now trying to anchor this B site. Spike going to be dropped as he comes away with 2 kills. Mako going to get caught up in the crossfire, ends up falling to the wayside. So we now have a 3v3. Humpers forward, alarm bot there. They hear 2 guns firing as well as the footsteps on the site. They know that everybody remaining from SCARZ is going to be here. Six now starting on the rotation, but Foxy 9 taken down. Pit going to be invested. Curious to see what DRX decide to do here. Looks like Flashback going to try to flush him out. Pushing forward, Jordy in hand, spots him, gets 1 shot across. He does not get the kill. Yoshi finds Stacks, and suddenly it's 9-10.
Man, oh man. Buzz there just not quite ready for the not wide swing there from Allen. He kind of pokes his gun out and then just kind of guesses. He's expecting him to go just a little bit more towards the door.
Right past the elbow.
Yep. He was thinking he was just going to keep heading towards that door, just going to exit. But, you know, wisely, Allen there is checking, and it kind of, you know, catches Buzz just a little bit off guard. And that's just, again, great awareness from SCARZ. They're kind of expecting these long A pushes from DRX for them to try to set up these traps. And it seems like they're pretty well drilled in, you know, dialed in, that this is going to be a possibility, that this is something they need to be aware of. So again, credit where credit's due. You know, FaZe has done a really good job getting these guys ready here today. They're going to slow things up once again. Just take their time, wait things out, a little bit of utility, but as always, it's just kind of Allen up here in A main.
Well spotted. Trailblazer chases, and this time Buzz finds his target. Allen swings right into it. Give Buzz a second attempt. Oftentimes he's going to nail it. Seeker now on the hunt, reveals somebody in a forward position. Yoshi getting ready to try to go for the entry. Dashes over towards that A-link door. Lockdown now. Going to way forward into that site. Ends up getting taken down, and Lumo has an opportunity to potentially get rid of this operator, but he's just steadily drifting past that jet.
Left.
Doesn't find him. Stacks now. Oh, sees the gun barrel, gets the headshot. Crispy, flawless here from DRX. So now move up 11.
Yeah, it's just
more rounds to go.
A really good play off the back of that lockdown. Just immediately start pressing space, spike down, everybody firing on all cylinders. Foxy 9's done a really good job defending this B site throughout this half. He's really been good for at least 1, if not 2 kills almost every time, it feels like. So you got to give a lot of credit where credit's due here, that Foxy having to switch over to maybe a bit of an uncomfortable role for himself off of that duelist role, really shining here on the defender side with Killjoy. And usually it's more like, you know, we used to see Stacks' breach a lot on this B site, right? But he's been called upon to really fortify that position. Now he's shifting over to A. Utility completely placed at the front of this site. A little bit of backup now from Flashback. The 2 young guns here for DRX going to be called upon to anchor this.
This is a big change up here for DRX. Now they know that the KJ is here. Turret going to be cleared out. They continue to try to play into this one. They have the lockdown available for themselves, and there's no way to clear it. So far, the lockdown hasn't been being brought forward. Looks like they want to try to take a crack at opening the site as Yoshi. Quick shots across. Foxy 9 take it down. Tenzo again delivering the goods. Comes up with 2. The site completely broken open. This Buzz just now pushing out of C long and still has that operator in his hand. Needs to ditch that for a rifle to try and assist here. And help Stacks back into the site. Shot onto 1. Let's identify the location of 2 other players. Pop Flash eats the full thing. Has to back away, take his time, but 1 tap shot. Tenzo taken out, looks for more Stacks. It's going crazy. What a clutch, what a 4K. The IGL for DRX drags it back into their favor, and now they're at map point.
Time and time again have we seen heroics in the clutch from Stacks. And he has brought it out.
Oh, kiss the mouse
Yeah,
again.
please. Yes, that one is well deserved. That was absolutely filthy. The pullback on the flash, able to come back off of the one tap and follow up with a few more. Just ferocious as stacks in moments like that. There are so many iconic moments from him on the biggest stages. And there's another one for the history books.
Absolutely gorgeous. Just gorgeous
Nothing else
play.
to say.
Blinded.
Unreal.
He's going to run out of mice to kiss at this point. That Razor sponsorship needs to get on it.
I'm sure he has plenty. But now, map point in the hands of DRX.
Here.
Identifying that Allen is on the side. Thought maybe Buzz would wait, try to go for a timing shot, see if he could catch him on the cross, but seems like for now is at least hiding that this operator could be here.
There's a lot of tools to play with for SCARZ. You got the lockdown, you got some seekers, so going to be able to kind of toy with the map a little bit. Maybe use those seekers to try to see if you can catch DRX, as you're getting ready to set up for your attack. Trailblazer going to be set out. Mako already set up with a one-way, no contact off the back of that. Stack's going to confirm, and indeed, presence being noted, but nobody's shifting weight yet for DRX. Everybody remaining planted, sort of this 2-1-2 setup.
Quick clear on the bot. Flashback. Feeling like he's up for the challenge, but Allen managing to take him down with that Spectre. Stack's trying to push up into the Cloudburst, gets gunned down by Yoshi, who then turns his sights over to Mako. Paranoid in the corner. Didn't know what was going to hit him, and now the same could be said for Buzz. Sprinting his way through the spawn, up, going to be left on the floor. He's got enough money for another one, but SCARZ are not backing down. They want to take this to overtime.
Yeah, just a really nice methodical push here. Even though DRX gets a little bit of info, Yoshi is going to finish the job with a third kill in the round, and it's just really clean stuff from SCARZ. They're able to just kind of dissect the defensive of DRX, and again, DRX doesn't really move off of any of the contact, off of the utility, whether it be theirs or their opponents. They just kind of plop their feet. No timeouts
30 seconds left.
from DRX just yet, which has been kind of the MO in recent history that I almost fell off my chair.
Oh, God. I don't want to have to take you to a Japanese
Nobody
hospital
saw
because
it.
you broke your hip.
Yeah, no,
man,
we've already had that at Ascension where
Yeah.
I broke my ankle, so let's not do that again.
Oh, dear.
Oh, boy.
Well, up again into the hands of Buzz. Waiting. Trailblazer going to be cleared. Yoshi pushing forward. Spam goes out, but doesn't get the hits.
Here.
Kill not going to be found. Cloudburst not really going to be blocking too much. Just turns for the flash, goes for the shot, ends up going wide. Tempura can breathe a sigh of relief, and now invests the lockdown. Setup is there. Buzz assessing where he wants to go. Looks like he's going to have to push all the way up in towards heaven. Manages to get away from it. Splash back. Takes him a little while, but eventually gets the headshot. Yoshi going to be taken down. Tempura pushing forward, managing to find two. Stacks gets Lumo at the same time, and now Buzz out of the smoke. The shorty in hand. Guns down Tempura, and suddenly it's just Mr. 10 no left, and he falls. As Buzz, he misses the first shot, but he comes back in, and then it's crisp and clean. 13-10, a hell of a performance from both of these squads, but it's DRX barely eking out the victory.
Yeah, it took a little while, but those last couple rounds certainly looked like quintessential DRX with the stacks clutch. Buzz showing off his skills with that jet, with those dashes, with that shorty. But really, a really well-played map here from SCARZ. My hats are off. It's just unbelievable what they brought here today. Again, showing great mental awareness, great fortitude, and some great skills to back it all up.
Fantastically done. I mean, Yoshi, again, I have to give him an individual round of applause, I think, for his performance in this match, because